ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second stream of today. I'm joined by our lovely broadcaster Ghost, who will be the cameraman of this stream. Both teams are selfing right now, and yeah, I didn't even introduce the teams yet. We will see Deviants against Discipline, and on Team Deviants we have Jonas, Noobest, Press F, Hollyman, and Snipe. And on Team Discipline, we see Got, Spike, Minus, Moral, Net, and Yakindar, if I pronounce that correctly. And already after like 30 seconds, we see Jonas pulling this flag. He's using Smoky Viking. That's a new combo we've seen since this tournament after the new updates. Snipe also using his arrows or D, doesn't reach anyone, but he healed himself, also takes the Reaper kit to make himself full HP. And it looks like they're already gonna make it 1-0. That's really nicely done by Jonas and Snipe. And yeah, Deviants, a really good team. They got top 3 in the Winter Major, so even though they don't completely have the same players as during that tournament, they are definitely a really good team. They also got Holyman into their team now, a player from Team P and Diamonds. And also on Team Discipline, we see Net, who isn't really experienced in this format, but he does have veteran. He was a really good player back in the day. And Holyman pulling the second flag already for Deviants got taken out, but Nubis can take over this flag. He uses his DA and drives into the little tunnel over there. And he also got Holyman yet again there. So he's gonna be able to make it 2-0 here in the favor of Deviants. OD box dropping again. Net is getting frozen by Press F, but Press F also got taken out by Gods, who's saving the OD for now. He actually used his arrows with D, but that's not gonna reach anyone. But it's not wasted because he took it again. So yeah. Press F is doing a really good job with his freeze. Yet again, he's taking out Net for the second time in a row. And he's gonna take this flag, but I don't think he's gonna get really far there with the Hunter from Discipline. But yeah, I think Deviants right now have way more map control than Discipline. Discipline, even though they were able to take an overdrive box, they don't really have that map control like Deviants does. And yeah, also in the center we see Press F controlling that center completely. He got taken out by Spike now, but Snipe was able to take him out right after. But yeah, Discipline saved up a couple of ODs. They have Crusader, Ares, and Hunter OD. And we saw Holyman use a really nice OD. Hit 2 players, one directly, one with the splash damage, which applies AP and the freeze effect. And they have a really good attack now. Jonas using his Viking OD on the Smoky. Takes out only 1 player so far, but Holyman is pulling nonetheless. And Minus Moral is not gonna be able to take him out, so this will mean it will be 3-0 for Deviants pretty early on in the rounds. There's definitely a lot of time for a comeback, but I'm not really surprised by the performance of Deviants, but they are doing a really good job because they're a really good team. This is what we expect from teams like Deviants. Also, the OD box dropping again. Will be able to take it, but he's not gonna get his return. We only have Minus Moral, but I don't think he's gonna reach there in time. He doesn't. Also, a wasted OD by the Crusader of Discipline, and yeah, the 4th capture of Deviants. They're putting up an amazing performance so far. Net, on the other hand, also using his Viking OD, is gonna pull this flag, but yet again, it's not really a coordinated attack. With that OD from God. God probably expected Net to go to the center, but Net decided to go to the outside of the map, so that didn't really work out for them. Spike also taking this flag, but is really low on HP and gets taken out by Press F. Yeah, right now the teams are trying to take over control of the map. The Hunter Discipline that takes out Press F. But yeah, we need to see a bit of a better performance from Discipline if they want to win this match. I think this round is, even though we're only halfway there, it's already pretty much lost. I don't think Deviants is gonna take away such a big lead. The Hunter there with a really nice OD. I think he stunned so many people there, and that also created an opportunity for Jonas to pull this flag. He got so many teammates with him as well, but it's always the same that we see here. Deviants pulling that flag, but Discipline taking that middle control. But you don't have anything useful out of that mid control if they keep on taking your flag. I think they're just too much focused on the OD instead of the flag, and they also didn't even take this OD, so that doesn't really seem that good from them. Jonas yet again pulling that Smoky Viking really works out for him. He's pulling flags every single time. Snipe also with an Arrows OD. Is it gonna reach Polyman? It doesn't. But yeah, it's already 6-0. I don't think they really care if they got that flag or not. But it would have been a fine addition to their score. It would be crazy if they can make it 10-0. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. They're definitely gonna hold on to their leads. Yeah, but apart from Viking Smoky, I don't think I've seen anything else that's unusual. Because before we always saw Hammer Viking, but since this new patch note update, we see a lot more of the Smoky turrets. Nets, can he stop Holyman from capturing this 7th flag? Seems like he doesn't, but Yakindar takes out the flag with his overdrive. He kind of missed his overdrive, but the splash damage still managed to kill him. But Jonas still gets this capture, so the score will be 7-0. Gods is really good at taking those overdrives, but if I'm completely honest, I haven't really seen a good use of that overdrive. But maybe he's gonna use one on his next OD. And yet again, Snipe and Holyman are so good at controlling this little side of the map. Every player has like an assigned position where they play, and Holyman and Snipe usually play on this side with Crusader and Ares. Holyman also with a nice OD takes out 2 players, and he's gonna pull this flag, but he gets taken out. Maybe the Hunter can take it over, but the Crusader spawns right on him. He still has Phantom, and he doesn't take him out. He didn't do any damage, so that means he's pulling a little bit further. Gods with a really nice OD, and Net's gonna is gonna return this flag. Even though the Ares OD is not used for an attack, it was definitely necessary to get that return. But Jonas yet again pulling another flag. The defense of Deviants also looks pretty good still. Nets still has repair, but he's gonna jump down already low and press F with a really nice overdrive. Noob is on low HP, but I don't think anyone is gonna take him out, so yet again another capture. They might actually go for that 10-0. Jonas is gonna pull another flag here, probably. Other players of Discipline are more focused on the attack now, but Nets, is he gonna get this flag out of the base of Deviants? Seems like he does. Also decides to use his overdrive, but only takes out 1 player after being taken out, and the Hunter gets that return. And Jonas with another capture. There's definitely a lot going on in this match, but mainly on the side of Deviants. Discipline basically have no answer to all the attacks by Deviants. They're just really good at controlling the map. They mainly play on the sides. Well, I think Discipline is also a little more focused on the center of the map. Snipe yet again with an Arrows OD uses it from really far, but heals Holyman, doesn't do any damage to the players of Discipline, but nonetheless decent OD. Yakindar also with a Crusader OD, but even though he took out the flag, Nubis is still gonna be pulling this. goes through the tunnel, and it actually looks like it's gonna be a 10 against a... I don't think they're gonna get an 11th capture, but that would be too crazy. They actually have a decent chance. Plus F going through the center, but he lost his nitro, so the score will remain 10-0, but yeah. I don't know what to say actually. It's crazy how Deviants play here, and even though Discipline, they're not really making big mistakes, but at the same time they're not doing enough to stop the attacks by Deviants. I don't know if Smoky Viking is really the meta here, or if Deviants is just playing really really good. I mean, there definitely are, but like better than usual. All right, so the teams have been respawned into the map. They're trying to take the next overdrive to get an advantage for the rounds. Maybe we're gonna see some changes in the combos, because I see some players rejoin. Yeah, if I look at the teams, I definitely think Deviants is a better team. No offense to Discipline, of course. They might be really good as well, but they haven't really shown it so far, because they're really getting dominated by Deviants. We also see Crossfire join the map here with Paladin Ricochet. I don't remember who played it before, but he's gonna be playing it now. Overdrive box also falling now. Discipline has a nice tower there with their Viking and Crusader, but it does seem like he's gonna take it. He does, even with Nubis there on top of the hay bales. Minus Morals still took it. So Discipline will have an advantage going into this second round of this match, but is it gonna be enough to get a win, or maybe even a few captures? Because they didn't capture a single flag yet. I hope they will be able to do this round. The teams will be selfing now, and yeah, Deviants on the blue base now, Discipline on the red base. I personally like the blue base a little bit more, but maybe it depends on whoever you ask. I don't see any changes in combination. Both teams still use their combos they used in the previous round. Snipe already used his repair, but they probably will be taking this this side of the map again. Actually, I have to say, the Crusader from Discipline, I think he changed his combination. I think he played Striker before, while he's playing Railgun now. And also got played Eris last round, and now he's playing Railgun Crusader. So they're trying to change a few things up, maybe to get a better chance at winning. But Holyman pulling the flag towards center, but gets taken out. Minus Moral with the return. Has his Viking OD, but he's not gonna use and take for this next overdrive. So who's gonna take it? Looks like Jonas will. And Minus Moral still decides to use it, even though Jonas already took the OD. And he didn't get a single kill with that Viking overdrive, so it's definitely a bit of a wasted overdrive. But yeah, I think he just tried his luck there, but it didn't work out. They definitely have a decent attack now going on the side of the map, but I think I said that a bit too early. They got taken out by Jonas and Nubis, and also on the other side of the map, Holyman and Snipe taking full control. They're going all the way behind their base, and Jonas using his Viking OD. Takes out 2 players so far, but there's no one to pull yet. He probably decides to pull it himself. Goes back to the outside to avoid the freeze. He decides to go all the way through their base. I don't think that's a really bad choice. If they can kill Gut here, they killed him just in time. You still see the icicle from his tank, and Jonas will be capturing the first flag here. It took a longer time than the previous rounds. I have to give them that, but Discipline still need to put in a little bit more work to get some counterplay. Spike doing a good job here with his Hunter. Still gets taken out by Snipe all the way across the map. Press F doing a good job here, sneaking into the base of Discipline. Has to do a little 2v1 there, so it seems very unlikely he's gonna pull this flag, but he creates some opportunities for his teammates because they're all focused on him now. Holyman and Snipe still on that side of the map dealing some damage, but Spike stops them. He had enough of the domination and decides to use his Hunter OD to take them out. Also, Nubis doing a really good job for Deviants there. On top of the building, also Holyman with an Crusader OD to take out Yakindar. They, yet again, they took control of that side of the map. But yeah, right now they don't have anything, anyone to pull with. Because all the other players of Deviants are currently on respawn. Press F going straight in, trying to pull another flag. He really wants to get the score as high up as possible. Yeah, Spike definitely took some control of the map now. I don't know if he's trying to do some more damage or he's actually going for a flag. Yukindar with an Ares OD. I don't know if that was really coordinated by them. Guts probably didn't know he was going to use there because he didn't go into the base while that Ares OD was being used. But they do get a pull here. They're going to pull this flag. I mean, Yukindar without supplies probably want to drop it off to minus moral, but he decides to go by himself, and minus moral used his Viking OD. Only takes out one player. I don't know if that was really necessary, to be honest, but yeah, he definitely secured that pull by their team, by Jakindar in particular. Holyman also in a really interesting position. He doesn't go behind the base, but stays on the side. I don't think that's a particular tactic. I think he's just trying to troll them or do some more damage, but Jonas with a Viking OD. He also switched to Hammer this round. I think he changed mid-round. He had Smokey at the start of the round, as far as I remember. Took out 2 players, 3 actually, excuse me, and got that return as well. So the score is now 2-0 for Deviants. Discipline is definitely doing a better job than last round, but I feel like they're losing control yet again. Again, Anubis pulling the flag all the way through the base. Got to the other side of the map already and is gonna get this 3rd capture. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see a capture from Discipline in this whole match, because they're being outclassed and they basically can't do anything against Deviants. I have to say, the Deviants, I've played them myself as well in some trainings, and they're a really good team. Definitely a hard team to play against. Minus Moral is taking his OD just in time because he got taken out by all the players there from Deviants. Press F, maybe want to use his overdrive. Use it only for 1 player. I thought he could reach some more players, but it's definitely enough to get this pull. And especially with this Ares OD from Snipe, they're gonna get this 4th capture. Minus Moral by himself. Definitely don't want to use it right here with that freeze and Ares right next to him. Jonas trying to pull this. Doesn't really have that help and gets taken out by Spike. But Press F is back again, and now he's pulling. But it's enough to let Holyman take the flag. He still has his repair, luckily, because he got frozen by that Crusader OD. I don't think Minus Moral wants to use here as well, because Holyman is just out of range. So that's really unfortunate. That's where a Smokey would be more useful. But there are also definitely some situations where a hammer is better. if you want to get to shoot from the walls, for example. Minus Moral finally uses his overdrive, takes out 3 players, and he's gonna get his return. Oh, wait, was the flag already returned? I got myself a bit confused there. He took out 3 players, is pulling a flag, got hit by the OD from Holyman, but he's still alive. Yeah. In the end, he got taken out though, and Holyman got that return. And Nubus right here with the 5th capture of this round. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Definitely some more opportunities for some captures. Feels like Deviants is playing like a little game who can how many flags they can capture. They already got 15 so far in this whole match with the 2 rounds combined now. Snipe with an overdrive, but it doesn't reach any of the players. I thought he was going to use for Nubus, but Nubus stayed on top of the building. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. Yakindar with an Ares OD takes out Holyman, and God is going to pull this flag for sure. All the players who were in the base of Deviants got taken out, but they got Jonas behind them. I don't think they realized yet. God gets taken out, but Jonas is not going to get this return. Maybe Holyman will. Especially after they took out the freeze spike. Yeah, so where the round started pretty slowly with only 2 captures in the first 5 minutes, they got 4 more captures. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, 4 more captures in the remaining minutes, and it might even be more with the Hunter here pulling, but gets taken out by Snipe. No, by Yakindar. Snipe is in the opposite team. It's Yakindar. It's pretty funny seeing both Areses on this side of the map, where we usually see them play on the other side. OD box also on the ground now, and a really nice OD by press F. Stuns 2 players and takes the OD box again. Holyman also pulling, but God takes him out with the OD. That was a pretty neat OD. I tell you, he might miss that there, because it was pretty close there. Because there's a lot of walls. I didn't know if he was gonna stick it through. But yeah, Jonas here with the 7th capture after he took over the flag. This is the last chance of Discipline to get another flag, but press F says no, we're not gonna let you take the flag. And yeah, with only 7 seconds to go, Spike probably want to use his OD here just for the sake of getting a kill. But yeah, 7 against 0 for Deviants, absolute domination. The next map that we will see is Sandbox. It's a best out of 4, so if Deviants wins or ties the next round, there won't be a 4th round, since what's their name? Discipline won't be able to make a comeback. But yeah, Sandbox. If there's a map where you can capture a lot of flags, it is Sandbox, so I wonder how many captures we will see. Or maybe if we can see a comeback from Discipline, which seems very unlikely. But never say never. So yeah, on Sandbox. From what I know from Sandbox is with the new Smoky updates. Actually, every turret has been updated, or maybe almost every turret. I haven't completely read the patch notes, but I know they did some changes with the base damage and with the critical damage. I think most teams use Smoky now on Viking, but there are also a couple of teams that use it on Hunter, from what I've seen. It's pretty hard to say now, because there aren't a lot of matches being played so far, because this is the first day of the tournament. Also tomorrow at 17 and 18 UTC we will see 2 more live streams. But yeah, apart from the Smoky, I don't think we're gonna see any more changes from the teams. It's definitely not some game-changing updates. So we will have to see what the teams will use. Me myself, I'm also pretty curious because I haven't played Discipline with my own team, and Deviants, it's been a pretty long time. I haven't played them after the update, so really hard to tell what they're gonna use. My prediction is Smoky Viking or Hunter Smoky, but since they used Smoky Viking in Iran, I'm talking about Deviants, I probably assume they're gonna use Smoky Viking in this map as well. And Discipline isn't really... maybe they're not really up to date with the new changes, or they just don't like the new Smoky, but they still stick to their hammer. So I will give a little sneak peek, since I can see the map, but the stream obviously can't. Right now I see both Vikings on hammer, so there's a good chance we might not even see Smoky. That would be pretty surprising in my opinion, but... yeah, teams are still experimenting with what turret or what combination is the best, and even in Sandbox itself we see a lot of changes and a lot of variety in combinations. Because where before we always saw Shaft Crusader on Sandbox, so these days we only see Railgun Crusader. And I think that's mainly because a Crusader Railgun is a lot more flexible than a Shaft. A Shaft will only sit still on the map. They're not gonna move a lot. They're definitely not gonna pull flags. Whereas a Railgun is just... you have a lot more opportunities to do things. You can push up the base, whereas with Shaft that isn't really a good idea, since you're gonna get taken out pretty quickly. With Shaft you want to stay hidden. And even in this map that's the case. I think Sandbox on both sides, because on one side we usually see a Crusader, Hunter and Viking. And on the attacking side we usually see Ares to support the attacker with the OD with a Paladin. But on both sides you want to have either a Crusader or an Ares camping to get that map control, because once you get the map control you can pull flags. If you try to pull flags while you don't have map control, you can take the flag, but you're gonna get taken out, and then you give the opponents an opportunity to capture themselves. So for Deviants we don't see Jonas on Viking, but we see Antosha. And instead of hammer he uses Smoky, as I kind of predicted. So that's pretty interesting. They decide to change their lineup, but at the same time I think they know they got this game in the bag, so they might want to let some of the reserve players play. And for Discipline we see the same 5 players as in the previous round, also with Hammer Viking, so they play the combos that we've seen in the last tournaments, no changes. Also the OD box still needs to fall, so the teams will be ready there at the center once it's gonna drop. Seems like it's dropping now. Antosha and Minus Moral are both on top of their Ares. Seems like anyone can take it. And it's Minus Moral who takes it, so just like the previous round, Minus Moral who takes the OD for their team. In Sandbox there's always a question, do you want to use your OD right off the start? Because it's really hard to use a Viking OD at the start, because everyone will be focusing you, especially that Crusader Railgun. You can do so much damage with just one shot, especially with a critical hit. Snipe and Nubist on the attacking side, already having a lot of opportunity here. Maybe not anymore since Nubist is one shot. I expected him to remain on the max health, but he got damaged a lot there. Snipe just trying to get his control as long as he can, because once the arrows dies, the other team will take over control. Minus Moral uses his overdrive, but I don't think he's gonna get his second kill here. He used it really early on, but he's gonna pull this flag. But they don't even have control of the other side of the map, so he gets taken out, and I doubt they're gonna get this flag any further. Nubist returns the flag, and that means the score will remains the same, still 0 against 0. But yeah, it wasn't really a bad OD by Minus Moral. He got that flag a little bit out of the base, even though he got 1 kill, but his team didn't have control of that side of the map, so that's why he didn't get the flag any further. And Snipe, after taking everyone out, is gonna take this OD. He hesitated a little bit. Maybe he thought the Viking of his team could maybe take it, but that wasn't the case. He was still way too far in order to take it. But yeah, I really like what Nubis is doing here. He doesn't need to pull right now. He just needs to do a little bit of damage while staying alive. And he manages to do so. Holyman using his overdrive to take out Spike and is gonna pull this flag on full HP without repair though. On the other side of the map, Crossfire and Yakindar both on low HP, but Yakindar uses his overdrive, takes out Holyman as well as Antosha. And Crossfire is gonna pull this flag, but press F still in the back of the base of Deviants. I mean, Discipline, but Minus Moral pulling nonetheless. Snipe uses a really nice overdrive, and the question is, are they gonna get this return? It really seemed like it. They do. Snipe returns, and Nubist captures the first flag. Snipe trying to pull another flag like a cheeky boy, but doesn't get it out since he's pretty slow. Yeah, Discipline doing a good job defending here. Nubist took over the house, but gets taken out almost immediately. Press F, controlling that center since the OD is gonna fall. Antosha goes to the side of the map while it's falling. I don't know if that was intentional. He probably forgot it. The OD was dropping. Crossfire stole it from him now. Definitely not a really good job by him, but it's not the worst that can happen. He also pulls the flag with the support of Nubist with the Paladin OD. But Minus Moral takes the blue flag, gets hit by Holyman, but still has his repair, so he remains on full HP. Antosha uses his overdrive, and he got that range from the Smoky, so Discipline definitely needs to watch out by his from his OD. Antosha takes out only 1 player, but he did some more damage to some other players, so they got the return. Also another pull by press F. They gotta take out Gods, and they managed to do so, so that means they will get 2 flags in a row. And as I mentioned before, I was hoping Discipline was gonna get a few captures in this match at least, but the further the match goes on, the less likely it's gonna happen, because they did get some pulls. They even got a flag to their base, but at the same time, Deviants also got a flag. So it kind of ended up in a stalemate, which they didn't win. Nubis yet again with a pull. Really nice support by his team. They're pushing Discipline all the way back to their base. They have nowhere to go. And Nubis almost with a really easy capture. OD box falling yet again. Antosha doesn't really seem to care about the ODs, but this time he's gonna take it. Press F is really annoying there in the back of the base of Discipline, and Nubis yet again with another pull. He kind of misses the flag and has no supplies left, but he's gonna pull it nonetheless. Even with a little bit of a mistake there by missing the flag, he can still pull this flag. And he's gonna make the score 5 against 0. Holyman with a nice double kill, and Discipline really lost control of this match. They're getting killed left and right. Nubist yet again with another pull. I think he pulled 3 flags with just without dying. That's actually crazy. Snipe already on the flag point to pull another flag. He actually goes away. Probably realized he was only gonna slow the team down by taking that flag, and press F with a really nice OD. Stunned 3 players and is pulling another flag. They're definitely gonna get more than 10 flags if if they continue to play like this. Already 7-0. But minus moral with a Viking OD now. As we've seen before in the at the start of the round, we saw minus moral pull a flag by using that Viking OD, but this time he uses a really risky one, and it doesn't pay off because he got killed by Nubist after only making 1 kill. Yekindar with a nice OD using and taking, even though he took out only 1 player, he did some damage to some other players. Decides to use again, and he is pulling this flag. He might want to drop it off to Crossfire to get that flag a little faster to the base, but he decides to go himself. And so after fighting really hard, they're finally getting their first capture of this match. I'm really happy for them. I don't know if it's gonna change anything, but at least they got a flag. So yeah, with a little under 3 minutes to go, I have to admit, I think the match is pretty much over. Deviants probably want to capture some more flags, because why not? They definitely have a good opportunity here. But Nubis gotta watch out for Spike and Crossfire. Crossfire got taken out really quickly, and Spike doesn't get his OD in time. Got taken out right before he used it, but press F didn't get his capture. The flag is right there, but they don't get it. And God, who returned the flag, is also using his OD. Doesn't hit anyone and also gets taken out. Yet again, another OD box. Minus Moral has a really good chance of taking the OD here. Holyman is gonna shoot him now, but I think he still has a repair. Yeah, he does, and he takes another OD, so maybe they can even get a second capture. He's even pulling right now. If Discipline can get their defense under control, they're gonna get their second capture here. Crossfire taking over this flag. Takes a little bit longer than he wanted, probably. He missed the flag. But with this Paladin OD, he is not getting this capture yet, but okay, now he does. That Paladin OD really saved him there from being stunned by that Hunter OD by press F. And yeah, they were down 7 against O, but they made it 7-2. If they played like this from the start, maybe they would have had a better chance. Or maybe Deviants is slowing down a bit, because they already have this match in the pockets. So yeah, minus Moral not taking the flag. He got blocked there. Snipe still has an arrows OD, which he probably want to use on his next respawn. Same goes for Holyman and Nubist. No way Discipline's gonna get another pull. Crossfire taking over the flag from Spike. Is on low HP. He's still alive. I don't think Nubis is gonna reach him. He does. And that OD from Snipe is gonna take out Shikindar, and that means Nubis will be able to return this flag. There's still enough time for a capture by Deviants. With that Paladin OD from Nubis, they definitely have a good chance. Snipe using his second OD in a row. And yeah, 8 seconds left, and it seems very likely Nubis is gonna get this. So that will mean the final score will be 8 against 2. Congratulations to Deviants, who had an amazing performance. 10 against 0 in Iran, and also 8 against 2 here. I don't remember the score from round 2, but Yeah, definitely a lot of captures here, especially by Deviants. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. It was a really nice stream. I also want to thank our broadcaster Ghost, and see you guys in the next one.
Try